Hey y'all, thanks for taking a look at this video. If you saw our last one, you might remember that we headed out to the reef, hung out on the boat for a little while, and then jumped in to do some free diving and explore the beautiful coral and fish under the surface. We still have a few more videos to share with you when we stopped by the beautiful coast of South Carolina. But before we head to that stretch of the coastline and wander around in the charming city of Charleston, we wanted to sneak in a reminder that in just a few short weeks, we'll be headed back down south to the Florida Keys.
There's a way to use a paddleboard we didn't even think of. Beach chair. You like it?
I do.
So I had to deploy our stern anchor because the current is now stronger than the wind, and the current going through the channel behind us here is overpowering the wind, which is steering the boat out into the channel. Now when we go back to the boat, it's much safer because I can pull the boat to us, to the shallow sandbar, to get back on board. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Thanks for stopping by the channel and subscribing. Keep an eye out every couple weeks where we'll hit up sandbars and beaches, go on underwater adventures, do some sailing, and have lots of other fun. Also, if you get a minute, please check out our links below for our other fun channels.
Where are we?
Rainbow Road, Charleston, South Carolina.
Look at that. I'll have to go across the street so we get the full view.
This has to be one of the most enchanting cities in the entire country.
We're in search of cobblestone next.
Right there. We're gonna test my ankles. Look how beautiful. Gosh. See, this is the perfect time of day to come because the sun is rising and hitting the buildings.
Oh yeah.
Hitting the home. That was an intentional schedule plan.
I just woke up and started taking orders.
Direction, not orders.
It smells like Old Town Charleston. Well, it smells like horses.
Yeah, horses don't smell bad.
That's not a normal smell walking down the street.
It didn't smell bad. And stop talking about smells.
This looks like Rainbow Road too.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's more than just a couple of houses.
Well, on a t-shirt it's only 4.
No. Rainbow Row represents the longest cluster of intact Georgian row houses in the United States. The earliest structures on this portion of East Bay Street between Trad and Elliott Street were built by 1680.
And a bunch of other things you want to pause to read if interested.
Well, like we're doing modeling.
Turn again.
Oh, here's one of your benches.
Oh yeah, it's just a slider.
It goes this way.
Yeah, they said that's where the Constitution was ratified.
South Carolina voted to ratify the federal Constitution in this building on May 23rd, 1788. Super, super cool.
A lot of the houses here are narrow and built close together, but luckily that provides for beautiful alleyways.
The Charleston Beach, it starts here and goes all the way to right there.
All 20 feet of it.
20 feet of it.
Let's get you in it, please.
This building is Randol Hall, built in the early 1800s, and you might remember it was featured in the movie The Patriot. It's actually a building that is part of the College of Charleston. Okay, now out of the city and down the road a couple miles, we get to visit another historic house. Lowndes Grove is a waterfront estate that was built in 1786. This place was really beautiful and we felt lucky to be able to go in. And there are a lot of outlying estates around Charleston. We didn't get to visit them this time, but fingers crossed we'll get to go back. Here's an interesting stat. Year-round, there are 100,000 people living in the city, but in 2023, there were 7.79 million visitors. It's definitely a city that we would recommend stopping by. There was no machinery in the 18th century for this kind of work, so all of this molding was hand carved.
We're going in Fort where?
Fort Moultrie.
Fort Moultrie. Yeah, the trolley, they would load them here and go up to the guns. Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like a medieval torture device too.
Wow.
That's cool.
Big chain link.
Is that ammunition?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a movie of a nuclear bomb. I've never seen anything like this before. Look at that.
It's like a big bullet.
That's wild. These are 570 pounds?
Yep.
These are the ones?
These are the 12-inch ones. They had 10-inch and 12-inch. They don't have to lock them up because you can't really walk away with them.
Oh, for sure.
It kind of looks like a boat from here.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it does look like.
The original fort was built in 1776 and it was made of soft palmetto logs that actually absorbed cannonball fire, or the cannonballs just bounced off. The one that you can tour today was built 22 years later in 1798.
That's iron. This one is 15,000 pounds. Wow, it's a pretty big beach.
Yeah, no, it goes all the way down. The houses go real far down there.
This place we walked by was so beautiful, and then I decided to walk into the garden, and at first it had this Italian kind of feeling, but then the palm trees made me feel like I was in the Middle East somewhere, and then a little further in it was like it was Moroccan. I don't know, it was so interesting, so beautiful. Probably could have spent all day just hanging around this place.
Oh, does it say private residence?
Yeah, right on the door.
I totally walked in their garden. But the door is open. Look at the chandelier. That's what I'm saying. I did not know.
It'd be wild living in something like this. So she walks in there and just starts snooping around, and it's a private residence.
Well, I didn't go inside the house.
Yeah, good thing. What's for dinner?
Okay, it's not as bad as it sounds. This is the Church of the Holy Cross that was built in 1891. It is now a private residence, but they do vacation rentals here, so I probably could have gone in and walked all around, but we'll have to save it for next time.
Let's get out of here for the Sullivan police show up.
Oh my goodness, I should have just kept walking. Excuse me, lady, get off my land.
I know. Excuse me, what time does the tour start? That's an interesting looking jellyfish.
Well, look, get him from that side because you can see his whole, like that's where his tentacles probably came down, you know, like here. How are we going to get him back in?
Kick him.
Kick him? Oh gosh. Okay. It's not going to hurt him?
A little jelly.
Can you get some big sticks?
Yeah.
Woo! Oh shit! Pardon my language. My God, that was a good kick.
By the way, don't freak out if you see one of these in the water. They say it's just a mild sting, just a little bit of an irritation.
I mean, he's got color around his edges like that one. That's really beautiful.